Well, we definitely had plenty of peppers this year, and I have all of these Tabasco peppers left. We've made enough Tabasco sauce for us for a year. We were gonna make a bunch more and give it away as gifts, but as we were thinking about the people in our lives, we don't think that they would eat it. So I have 1 gallon of Tabasco peppers here and almost a quart more of the red Tabasco peppers. So we thought that the best course of action with all of these, because they need to get taken care of or they're gonna go bad in the refrigerator, I'm just gonna dehydrate them. Maybe I can use them in a powder, maybe I can use them as pepper flakes, I'm not sure. But the best thing for me to do now is to just get these going so they don't rot in the refrigerator. Well, sometimes things don't go as easily as you had hoped. So all of my Tabasco peppers are like falling through these holes. So a while back, Kevin made these screens to go on top of all of my little racks here. So I'm gonna have to save all of those that fell down and then transfer them onto here. It's fine. These screens will also just allow me to just pour these right on here, and then I can just push them around to make them in a single layer. Easy enough. The girls were super helpful in this process when I brought in all of the branches before the first freeze. They were on the floor of the dining room for probably 5 days until we got to all of them. There really was an immense amount of Tabasco peppers on those. If I ever plant these again, I will not plant 6 plants. I think that grew a lifetime of Tabasco plants for maybe 3 families. Anyway, the girls were really helpful. They spent a couple evenings after school just picking them off and putting them in these big jars for me. They did it with the red ones and all of the green ones. They were pretty good sports about it. Another project I need to tackle today is as a result of a small problem that I have. A hoarding problem, and I think I might be the only person on the planet that hoards this, but it's becoming a problem and it's affecting our ability to well, let's just say it's starting to affect space necessary to effectively, well, how do I explain it? There are things that need to happen on the homestead to progress us in the right direction that can't because of this problem. And I'm going to be brave and I'm going to share with you. Don't judge me. I hoard animal bones. It's not just that freezer. Once I filled up this freezer, I started putting them in the freezer in the hall. And those are the chicken bones. In here are chicken bones and rabbit bones. But in the garage, there's venison bones and goat bones and maybe some beef bones. But here's a dilemma. It's really not funny. We're running out of space because I'm hoarding bones. So I need to start doing some major broth making. In my opinion, on the homestead, homemade broth is like super valuable. To throw away all of these bones would be a big mistake. Big. So I've brought out the big guns, and for the foreseeable future, these roasters will be completely filled with bones, turning into broth that will go into jars and onto the pantry shelves. Can't forget the chicken feet. Or the vinegar. I'm also planning my monthly shopping list for the grocery store. We actually go to the grocery store and do all of our major shopping at the beginning of the month. We live on a strict budget, and so I prefer to do most of my grocery shopping at the beginning of the month. And then if I absolutely need something more, like more bananas or more milk, because I'm not milking our goats right now, then I'll just get them as I need them. But I do 1 month at a time of grocery shopping. So I need to add that I need more bay leaves, and I don't have any celery, and I need more onions. We did grow onions this year, but I feel bad putting all my homegrown onions that I like to cook with into my broth batches. It just goes through them so quickly, and I can get them pretty inexpensively at the grocery store. I rely on a note app on my phone to keep a lot of things organized on the homestead, including ongoing lists of this, that, and the other thing. I use a list app called Keep My Notes. It's free and I absolutely love it. Well, this is a good project started. I was able to pull almost all of the bones out of that freezer, put them in here, and about 6 gallons of water went in these 3 roasters. I put my onions in there, bay leaf, peppercorn, vinegar. I will be putting celery in here. I don't have any right now. You know, I don't put garlic, I don't put salt, I don't put carrots. I can flavor with those things later on. But these guys will be canned, pressure canned when it's all done. And then, you know, I've got bones in other freezers. I need to pull those out, get this cycle going again. These guys are gonna be cooking in here for 3 days before I strain everything out, pull the fat off the top, and pressure can them. But you know, I also need to move on to some of the bigger bones, like venison bones. I think I have some goat bones in the freezers, so that'll be a project after all the poultry and rabbit are done. You know, it's just kind of a cycle for us. We spend a lot of time and energy raising our own meat. they need to go into the freezers. And as we use up that meat, I save those bones so that then I can make these big batches of broth. Nothing goes to waste, or as little as possible goes to waste. And this is such valuable nutrition. It saves a lot of money. We eat a lot of soup and stews over the course of the year. So all of this just kind of works together. So it's just a matter of me getting to it and getting these freezers cleared out so that we can pack them all with meat for the rest of the year. You know, I think I might have some other surprises out there in those freezers that I need to dig out and process, do things with. So I'm sure you'll be seeing me soon with other projects from the freezer.
What you doing, Mom?
I'm taking the hose apart from when we butchered, and I need to put it back together in a different way so we can take it down by the rabbits and fill their buckets. Kevin has made this automatic rabbit watering system for all of our rabbits that are still in the barn. It works really well. It uses these quick connects here, which makes it super, super easy.
So it's been raining lately, so I thought that I'd help out Mom by taking a spoon and digging out the stuck wet food in the rabbits' feeders. So all I'm doing here is just opening up their feeder and just scooping out the food that got wet on the inside. And then just scooping it out. So I got this whole thing pretty much all cleaned out. Now I'm just gonna push down. And I'm gonna get some more food, and they'll be all ready. Hi, little guy. Hi.
Starting to train our new milkers to the milking stand. Ever since the day these girls were born, I knew that I would be keeping them and I would want to milk them in the future. So I started from day one massaging and touching their udder and their teeth a lot so that they would never be surprised when I put my hands there. Now I have trained them to know that in the milking room there is feed for them that they really like. So they run in there and jump up onto the milk stand and they know what to do. The next step is the hardest, is to actually start milking them and have them not kick the milk bowl over. That should be starting in the next couple of days, but we're just still working on this part. Well guys, thanks so much for spending some time with me today, just while I got some things done, some projects underway. We'll see you next time. Before you go, if you're not a subscriber, please take this opportunity to hit the subscribe button below. Thank you so much to our faithful traditionalists that come back and watch all of our new videos 5 days a week. Don't forget to share this with all of your friends and family if you think that they would enjoy it, or if they would enjoy our channel. And until next time, thanks so much for stopping by the homestead. Take care and God bless.